How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today we are going to be making something that I've never heard of before, but I've recently started seeing online, and they are called Wisconsin Heart Attacks. It's a brat, delicious, stuffed with string cheese, delicious, wrapped in a jalapeno, delicious, and then wrapped in bacon and smoked and sauced until it's absolutely perfect. I can't wait to try these. Let's jump in and get these prepped up right now. All right, so we're just gonna run through the ingredients real quick. I have some center cut bacon here. If you guys been watching my channel, you know I like the center cut bacon for wrapping stuff in bacon. I just think it's a little bit thinner, cooks a little bit better. I have some Johnsonville regular brats right here, always a good choice. And then I have some large jalapenos that I cut the ends off of just so we can kind of wrap these around our brats. I did scoop the seeds and the veins out, so this is just going to fit around the brat. I do recommend getting the biggest jalapenos you can in order to do this. It's obviously not going to cover the entire length of the brat, but there's going to be enough there where it's going to be delicious. And then I just have 5 sticks of regular good old-fashioned cheese here. If you guys are wondering what happened here, caught myself with some bacon grease, so always be careful. And yeah, so I've never made these before. I've recently started seeing them online. I've seen them from a couple different people. I can't remember the names, but the ones I have seen didn't utilize the jalapenos. Doing some research on them, they said to use the jalapenos, so I like jalapenos. That's what we're gonna do. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our brats out of the packaging here. And we're just gonna lay these out. And then what we wanna do is we wanna split these casings like so. And I've seen people leave the casings on and do these. I don't know how much sense that makes. I think I'm gonna take the casings off. That way I can form the brats a little bit better to the string cheese. So all you gotta do is just take that casing off like so. Now you have a skinless brat, which are also very delicious. So I'm gonna get the rest of these split open here. All right, so now that we have all of our brats split open, and I'm sure you could use like breakfast sausage or something if you want, and then just eliminate the need to take those casings off, but I like the flavor of brats, so that's what we're going with today. And we're just gonna kind of open these up here a little bit. Just like so. And the nice thing is you can form these after the fact. So we're just going to kind of open it up. And then we are going to take our string cheese and put it right in the middle. And then we're just going to encase the string cheese with the brat meat here. And the nice thing about doing it this way is you can kind of just pinch them, seal them, make sure everything is sealed up nicely. And you don't really have to fight the skins on this. The other thing that I like to take the casings off is because when you case them, they kind of have this arc like this, and I think they're just going to look better in a straight line like so. So we're just going to take and form this up as best as we can. You can even kind of roll it to keep the shape if you so choose. And there we go. We have our string cheese completely encased in there. Now we're just going to grab a half of a jalapeno and another half of a jalapeno and throw it on there just like so. Just like that. And then at this point we're going to wrap it in bacon. That's what the bacon's going to do, is help hold this all together. So I'm going to grab a piece of bacon out of here. Then what I like to do is just kind of stretch this bacon out so you get more coverage when you're wrapping. So we're just going to stretch it out like so. And then we're just going to start off on one end and just wrap this thing up. And it's probably going to take a couple slices of bacon on these. So we'll do that. We'll grab another one. Go ahead and stretch it out. And we'll wrap that up just like so. And there you go. That is a Wisconsin heart attack. Of course, we're going to season these up and then we're going to sauce them at the end of the cook. But that is essentially what you are looking for right there. So I'm going to get the rest of these prepped up off camera because, as you can see, it takes a little bit of time. So I will bring you back when it's the next step in the process. We will see you then. All right, so you can see here we have all of our Wisconsin Heart Attacks wrapped up and ready to go. The last thing we're going to do is just take some barbecue rub and season them just for a little bit of color. There's already plenty of salt in all of this. We don't need a ton of that. That's why I'm using my honey chipotle. It's not super salt heavy, but you are going to get some nice color and some nice flavor on it. Use whatever rub you like, but this is what I'm using. So I'm just going to try and make sure that all of these are nice and tight here. And then I'm just going to hit the tops of them. Just like so, I'd call that a light layer. You can still see all the meat and everything through it. And that's just gonna give us some really, really nice color. So we're gonna go get these out on the Z-Grill 700 D3 pellet grill. We're gonna be rocking about 275 degrees. I'm fully anticipating an hour to an hour and a half, somewhere in there. I just wanna make sure this bacon's done. I know the brat's gonna be done. I know the cheese is gonna be melted. I don't like soggy, mushy, half-cooked bacon on my stuff. So if I have to sacrifice the brats to get better bacon, I'm fine with that. This bacon's gonna help keep all the juices on the brats, or in the brats, nice and locked in. So check them out, looking really good. Let's go get these out onto the Z-Grill 700 D3 right now. All right, so we have the Z-Grill 700 D3 coming up to temperature right now, coming up to 275 degrees. I want to thank Z-Grills for sponsoring today's video. Look, I've been using this Z-Grill 700 D3 for probably over a year now as my daily driver. I love that it's nice and compact, but still holds a lot. I can get it in and out of my garage easy. It's light, and you know what? It does a dang good job. It doesn't matter if it's super cold outside, super hot outside. This thing just works. I clean it when I have to, and it just does the rest for me. So we're gonna get this up to 275 degrees. Let's go ahead and get these on. A little extra smoke, never hurt anything. Thank you, Z-Grills, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get these Wisconsin Heart Attacks rolling right now. All right, so we're coming up to temp here. We're sitting at about 155 degrees, and that is close enough for me. We're gonna get these on here, dead center. Now, one of the reasons I like the rack is for transport, but also it's gonna help keep that bacon from sucking up and hopefully help keep everything nice and wrapped. There might be a couple that get a little unraveled. Doesn't matter, they're still gonna taste the same, but I think the rack does help just kind of hold everything together. So I'm gonna get this shut down, set a timer for 1 hour, and then we'll bring you back and see how these are looking. See you then. All right, guys, so in case you're wondering why we're inside right now, we just had a big thunderstorm come through. It is raining like crazy right now, so I just brought these inside and threw them on a small baking sheet to get them sauced up. Hopefully by the time the sauce is set, the storm has passed. I'm really hoping so. I have over 150 pounds of brisket to cook tonight for a charity event tomorrow, so I'm not trying to do that in the rain, but I just want to show you these things. Check that out. Absolutely beautiful right there. They look fantastic. That bacon is nice and crisped up right here. I have the Blues Hog hot honey sauce that I used in last week's video. I really like this stuff. I just took and filled up a cup full of warm water and popped this sauce bottle in there just to, heat it up a little bit, just so it's not so thick. And all we're gonna do is just kind of glaze these up here. And I think this hot honey is going to pair well. We got a little bit of the sweet from the sauce to offset the saltiness that's in all of these ingredients, because this is definitely a big old sodium bomb. But, it's not like you're going to sit and eat all these yourself. When I make these, I do what I have to in the package. It's not like I'm sitting down and eating these. I give a lot of this stuff away to people, have them try it, but I don't eat all these myself. I mean, that would be insane. I'd be rather unhealthy if I did that, but it's still fun to cook fun things like this. This would be great for a game day appetizer, and you know what? We have football season coming up. Yesterday was the Hall of Fame game. It was just nice to see a little bit of football. So I'm very happy that we have football season upon us. And I'm just going to glaze up a little bit more here, just to let that sauce kind of run down, and it just pretty much coats it itself. You don't really have to worry about using a brush or anything if you're strategic about this. Let it hit the sides, just like so. We'll let it get this side, and these are looking so good. And then what you can do, you got all this excess sauce on the bottom. If you want to sauce the bottom when they're done, you just take them off the grate, dunk them in that sauce on the bottom, and you have complete sauce coverage. This is going to be good enough for me. They look so good. I mean, check that out. Nice shine on there from that hot honey. I can't wait to try these. Unfortunately, we have to get them on the smoker for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes and let that sauce tack up. These are gonna be amazing. I'm gonna go get these back on the Zero 700 D3, 275 degrees. And if the rain has subsided by the time these are done, I'll bring you outside to show you what they look like. Otherwise, you'll see them right here in just a few minutes. See you then. All right, and just like that, after 5 minutes, you can see these are looking absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna let these cool off for just a few minutes. I'm sorry, it was still pouring rain outside. I wasn't bringing my camera out in that. I'm gonna let these cool for about 10 minutes. We'll slice into it, see how we did. Looking absolutely beautiful. See you in just a few minutes. All right, so you can see I have one of our Wisconsin heart attacks right here, ready to go. Let's slice it in half and see how it looks. Bacon seems real nice. Check that out. I'm gonna try this piece of bacon right here. Look at that. Cheese in there. Man, this is kind of fun because, well, the bacon came off on that one, but that's all right. We'll wrap that around. Kind of fun because it's kind of like a little sushi there. So I'm really excited to try this. Let's jump out and let's do the taste test right now. All right, it's the moment of truth. We're gonna find out if these Wisconsin heart attacks are any good, worth making again. They look nice and juicy here. I'm kind of surprised that cheese didn't melt a little bit more, but I mean, it's definitely soft. You squish it, it is very soft. You can use any cheese you want in here. I was just going with the string cheese because string cheese is delicious. So let's do this. I'm eating the whole thing. Cheers. Okay. That's actually really, really good. Better than I thought it was going to be honest. The interesting thing about this is the string cheese. If you get the good Wisconsin string cheese, and I don't know if you've ever had cheese curds from Wisconsin, but when you chew them, it like squeaks in your teeth. That's how you know you got the good cheese from Wisconsin. Now these string cheese sticks are from Wisconsin, and they got that same, you know, squishy, squeaky feel in your teeth that you get when you just eat them normally. Really good, but they're nice and soft. This is fantastic. Okay, yeah, these are good. And what would be fun is if you're having like a football party or something, what you could do is you could just cut them into these little medallions like this and just have them on the plate. Like some redneck sushi or Wisconsin sushi. I don't know, call it whatever you want. I'm going with Wisconsin heart attacks because brats, Wisconsin, cheese, Wisconsin, bacon. Everyone loves bacon, so I'm going on a limb and saying people from Wisconsin love bacon. And I'm from Minnesota. We're next door neighbors. But throw these on a platter. I mean, come on. These look just out of this world. They taste really good. I'm having one more. What I like about it is that the jalapeños still have a little crunch to them, so that adds a little bit of different texture in there. You got the soft brat, soft cheese, soft bacon. But you get that little bit of crunch from the jalapeno. Really, really good. I'm glad I made these. I'll definitely be making these this football season. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.